Now let's look at the programming in Construct 3. So we're just going to look at what we just discussed. So we're not going to develop any full-fledged game, right? So once we know concept step by step, then we are going to develop a simple game. All right, so let's create a new project. I'll name it as car and choose the preference as 720p portrait. So it's purely depends upon your project. So for testing purpose, just for demo purpose, I'm creating it in portrait. All right, so this is the page, right? So here you'll have two things. One is a layout and the other one is the event sheet. So in the layout, you're going to set all the images. So you can call it as editor. In the event sheet, so this is the event sheet. This is where you're going to program. And on the right hand side, you can see the project layout. Here, the name of the project is car, layouts and event sheets. So you can see all items, right? So all these items we are going to discuss later. Now just like look at how do we program, how does the game engine work with a very simple example. Okay, so this is the layout, right? So let's add one image here. So we're going to add the same image. So images here are known as sprites. So there are few other things, but let's go step by step. So sprite is known as an image. So this is added to the objects here, object types on the right hand side. So if you can see, the sprite, blank sprite is added. If you double click it, you'll find this image editor will open. So we are not going to discuss in detail, but we are going to add one image. So let's keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so we are going to add one image. Let's add the key car. Okay, so this is the key car. Let's close the editor, and you can see on the right side there is the key car is added. So I have added it to the screen. Let me resize it. Okay, you can turn it, you can resize it. So it's up to you, how do you want to have it. Okay, so this is how we are going to add images to the game. Now we need to program it. So here all the programs are known as events. So that is why they call it as event sheet. Okay, so when I need to click add event, when I click add event, you will get different options here. So our object is the sprite. So if I click it, you can find lot of conditions. You see that add sprite condition, right? So there are a lot of conditions here. We just need to choose one condition. Or else I'll do one thing. Let's add a control. So in objects we can add an option of touch. So this is the beauty of game engine, right? So you have a lot of options here. You don't need to code everything. Okay, let me type touch. Okay, now what is the condition now? So if I add touch, I will select the touch. So if I tap anywhere on the screen, the car should go forward, like maybe it should jump, or maybe it should go forward, do something. Okay, so these are the on tab. Okay, so this is the condition here. Okay, so what should happen on tab? When I click tab, I need to add an action now. To which object? Which is the sprite. Okay, let's try few items here. For example, I want to set angle to 90 degrees. Okay, let's go to layout now. So launch the project. The play button is the launch. If I tap, you see this. If I tap, it has rotated to, it has set the angle to 90 degrees. Let's close it and go back. Now let's edit. So instead of angle, set position. Okay, move forward for distance of maybe 90. Okay, let's see. Let's play it again. You see this? I'm just tapping on the screen and the car is moving forward. So now you must have understood what are conditions and what are actions. And about expression, you will know that the condition of the car, if it is moving or not. So it's easy to understand when we look at a actual game, developing actual game, right? So I don't want to complicate things, so let's go in a very slow pace, as we are targeting for people who do not have any knowledge of programming, right? So I want to keep it as easy as possible. But if you still think I'm going little fast, let me know. Or if I'm going too slow, also let me know. And if it is not helpful or if it is helpful, anything, just please share the feedback so that I can do better videos.